Hello everyone, hope everyone is doing great. In last video we have completed question number 15 of the chapter of highway engineering from the book Civil Engineering by Agor, right? Today in this video we will cover from question number 16 till question number 30. So let's start with question number 16. The full width of land acquired before finalizing a highway alignment is known as width of formation, right of way, carriageway, or roadway. So the question is saying the full width of land acquired before finalizing a highway. So let me show you the typical cross section from here to here. Where there is pavement, this is carriageway, and when we include the shoulder on both sides, it is called roadway. And then when we include the margins on both sides, the total width is called right of way. So the question was the full width of land acquiring before finalizing highway. It is known as right of way. Got it? So the right option is right of way. Next question 17. According to recommendations of Nagpur Conference, the width formation of an ideal national highway in hard rock cutting. Actually, this question is relevant to Indian students. I think Pakistani students can skip this question. This question is related to Nagpur Conference. So, according to the recommendation from Nagpur Conference, the width formation of an ideal national highway is 7.9. Let me see if there is any sort of information related to this. Formation width. Width in right of way, minimum formation width in meters. I think there is not any exact value on I found anywhere, but we need to remember this question that the value for width formation recommended by Nagpur Conference is 7.9 meters. The next question is 18 on the recommendations of Nagpur Conference. Again, this is question related to the Nagpur Conference, and this question is again for Indian students, not for Pakistani students. So on the recommendation of Nagpur Conference, the minimum width of a village road may be 2.45 meters. So width formation of national highway is 7.9 meters and width of village road is 2.45. This is the minimum width. Question number 19. The width of different roads as recommended in Nagpur plan by the Indian Road Conference for hilly regions is. This is some sort of common sense question. This is again related to Indian students, but Pakistani students should also see the options because there is some sort of common sense needed to give the answer to this question. So the options are same as national highway, as they are in question. They are asking about hilly region, right? The width of different roads is recommended by Nagpur plan by Indian Road Conference for hilly regions. For hilly regions, obviously, it is a common sense that for hilly regions, the width will be less as compared to national highways and state motorways, highways, and major district roads, right? So, option A is same as national highway. This is obviously wrong because these are the hilly region roads. Their width will be less as compared to this, so it can't be same. Same as state highways. This is also wrong. Hilly region roads cannot, their width cannot be same as state highways, and their width cannot be same as major district roads. So the option B different for national highways. Option B will be right. It will be not same, it will be different from national highways. So option B is the right option. Next question, pick up the incorrect statement from the following. The width of right of way is decided so as to accommodate formation width, side slope, horizontal curve, vertical curves, provision of future widening. So the question is that we need to pick up the incorrect statement, right? The width of right of way. Let me show you the width. The width of right of way includes all these things, right? And all these things are on the horizontal side of the road. Either it is carriageway, roadway, margin, shoulders, or curves. They are on the horizontal side. Here it is asking the width of the right of way is decided so as to accommodate obviously formation of width, horizontal curves, side slopes, provision of future widening. All these are correct, but vertical curve is not included in the accommodation of the decision of right of the way. So the wrong answer is vertical curve. All remaining options, all remaining four options are correct. Next question, the width formation of road means the width of. Actually, in this question, I am a bit confused. I am not sure either this is option D is correct or not. According to me, option B is right because the width of formation of a road means. Let me show you in this one. This is width formation, right? Roadway, it is also called roadway width or formation width. Width formation is the sum of carriageway, pavement, or shoulders. Combination of carriageway and shoulders or pavement and shoulders is called formation width. Pavement and shoulders. According to me, option B is correct. But in the book of Agor, they have given option D as the right answer for this question. So you guys can do some research and find the right answer. If I am wrong, make me correct and let me know in the comments. Next question is the width of a right of way in urban areas is kept between 24 to 60 meter. Okay, width of the right of way. Right of way width. Actually, desirable 30 to 60 for national and state highways. Minimum is 30. Desirable is this one for highways, right? But here in question, they are asking between 24 and 60. So this margin is not right for either national highways nor state highways. So both are wrong. The option D is none of these will be the answer which you need to select. Next question is the pavement width of a road depends upon pavement width. This is the pavement width on which the traffic flows. This is the pavement width. So the width of the pavement depends upon terrain. No, it doesn't depends upon the terrain. They are just asking about the width, not the design of the pavement. They are just asking about the width of the pavement, dimension of the pavement. This is sort of dimension. So the dimension of the pavement will depend upon the number of lanes. Either it is one lane, single lane, double lane, or more. So terrain and type of traffic doesn't matters. So the right answer is number of lanes. Next question is the traffic carrying capacity of a single lane depends on. Now this is a question in which they are asking about the carrying capacity, traffic carrying capacity. the road, the net traffic carrying capacity of a road depends on type of vehicle. Obviously, the capacity of the road will depend upon the type of vehicles. Either they are small vehicles, big vehicles, so it will affect the carrying capacity. If there are large vehicles, the traffic carrying capacity will become less. Level crossings, road intersections, if there are more road intersections, the capacity will be affected, and I think it will be inversely proportional. More road intersections, less will be the traffic carrying capacity. And then the surface texture also matters for the traffic carrying capacity. If the surface texture of road is bare, then the traffic carrying capacity will become less. So all of the above options are correct. All of these factors matter matter for the traffic carrying capacity. So option E will be right for this question. The next question is question 16.25. So this is the formula for finding the maximum number of vehicles per hour. If L is the length of vehicle in meters, unit is meter, C is the clear distance between two consecutive vehicles. This is also known as stopping side distance. And then V is the speed of vehicle in kilometer per hour. The maximum number of vehicles per hour is, these are the formulas in the options they are given. I have find a way to find out the correct formula, right? As we know that we need the maximum number of vehicles, and its unit is vehicle per hour, right? Vehicle per hour. So obviously we are going to get the unit of the formula at the end of the solution is vehicles per hour, right? So we need to see these formulas. Which of the formula is having the unit as vehicle per hour at the end of the solution? For option number A, I have done this. Let me show you. Where is it? Yeah. See, the formula is this one, right? If you put the units for the velocity, it is kilometer per hour, and these both are lengths. Their unit will be kilometer. So kilometer per hour divided by kilometer. And then when we convert this division into multiplication form, it will become 1 upon kilometer. Then we will cancel out kilometer against kilometer. The remaining will be 1 upon hour, which is vehicles per hour, right? We are getting the end value as 1 upon hour, which is vehicle per hour. That means that option number A is right. If we solve this one with units, we will get end answer in hours, not per hour. But we need vehicles per hour. Our time or hour should be in the division. So for me, option A is correct. As if you know the formula already, if you know this formula already, then it's fine. If someone has forgotten the formula, then you can use this trick of the units to find out the correct option. So next question is 16.26. According to Highway Research Board of USA, practical land width is 3.6 meters. We need to remember this value. According to Highway Research Board of USA, practical land width is 3.6 meters. The next question is the width of pavement in addition to gravel berms 1 meter on either side for two directional traffic recommended by Nagpur Conference of Chief Engineers is actually the width of pavement which is decided by Nagpur Conference was 4.7 meters. But in this question, he is saying that if we add gravel berms 1 meter on either side, then what will be the width of the pavement? Then obviously we need to add for 1 meter on either side of the road. So when we add 4.7 plus 1 plus 1, we will get 6.7. So option C is the right answer. If the number of lanes on carriageway of a road is more than 2, the total width of lane way is equal to 3 meter plus. Actually, we normally we take 3 meter as the laneway width of laneway. But in case when the number of lanes are more than 2, then we will add 0.70 meter to this 3 meter to get the total width of the lane. Next question is 29. Concrete pavement is provided if daily traffic per lane exceeds. Actually, we have two types of pavements, right? Flexible pavements and then rigid pavements. These rigid pavements are also called concrete pavements. If the daily traffic per lane is more than 1000 tons, then we will prefer rigid pavements or concrete pavements. If it is less than 1000 ton, then flexible pavements are good. So I think we can get more numerical, objective questions related to the difference of flexible pavement and rigid pavement. This image is showing some cross sections of both flexible pavements and rigid pavements. Our last question for today's video is the minimum width of pavement of a national highway should be 5.7 meters, 4.7, 6.7, 7.7 or 8.7. The minimum width of the pavement of highway should be. Actually, this is already defined that for a national highway corridors, the minimum width should be 5.7 meters. There are some other important points which we need to remember if we get some other questions related to pavements. Let's read out these points. The width of the carriageway or the width of the pavement depends on the width of traffic lane and the number of lanes. Obviously, carriageway or the width of the pavement, its width of both carriageway or the pavement. These are two different names of one thing. So their width will always depend upon the width of the traffic lane and the number of lanes we are providing. And the second point is the width of a traffic lane depends on width of vehicle and clearance. And the lane of the traffic, its width depends on what kind of vehicles we are driving on that road. It depends upon the width of the vehicle and the clearance. Side clearance improves operating speed and safety. The maximum permissible width of a vehicle is 2.44 and the desirable side clearance for single lane traffic is 0.68. 2.44 meter is the maximum width of the vehicle which is allowed or which is permissible to drive on a single lane road. So this is the table which shows the minimum widths for different carriageways. If the road is single way, the minimum carriage way width is 3.75 meter. If it is two lane, not single, it's two lane but without curves, there is 7 meter. Two lane with curves, it is 7.5 meters. Intermediate carriage 5.5. Multi-lane road 3.5 meter. So what is curve? Let me show you the definition of the curve. A curve, also termed as a curb, is a vertical or sloping member provided along the edge of a pavement or shoulder to give strength and protect the edges of the pavement. But in highway engineering, it indicates the boundary between the pavement and shoulder, or sometimes island or footpath or car parking space. If you zoom into this image, you will know what actually is. In this picture, this is called the curb. It can be vertical or it can be slopy. It provides strength and protection to the edges of the pavement. In this picture too, this one. And these are some cross sections of the curves. So I think that's it for today's video. We will, in next video, we will cover the problems from question number 31 to question number 45. So till then, goodbye. See you in next video.